The calmest man in the room is usually the one you should fear the most. Not the loud one, not the angry one, not the one trying to prove he is dangerous. The real threat is the man who stays silent while everyone else loses control. Because calm is not weakness. Calm is containment. Calm is a storm locked behind human eyes. A dangerous man does not need to explode. He already knows what he is capable of. That is why he does not waste energy trying to convince the room. He does not shout to be respected. He does not flex to be noticed. He does not threaten to feel powerful. His power is quiet, heavy, controlled. Like a blade resting in the dark, waiting for the exact second it needs to move. Most men confuse anger with strength. They think being loud makes them dominant. They think reacting fast makes them fearless. They think losing control proves they are serious. But anger without discipline is not power. It is weakness with a raised voice. It is proof that someone else can reach inside your mind and pull your strings. A calm man is different. You can insult him, and he studies you. You can doubt him, and he keeps moving. You can provoke him, and he does not give you the reaction you came for. That is why dangerous men are calm. They do not hand their emotions to the enemy. They do not let disrespect decide their next move. They do not become puppets for people who know which buttons to press. A dangerous man understands that control begins inside. Before you control your future, you must control your mouth. Before you control your money, you must control your impulses. Before you control the room, you must control the storm inside your chest. That is the difference between a boy and a man. A boy reacts. A man responds. A boy wants everyone to know how he feels. A man decides if his feelings deserve to be shown. A boy explodes when his ego is touched. A man watches his ego burn and stays still. That stillness is terrifying. Because people expect emotion. They expect panic. They expect rage. They expect you to defend yourself. But when you remain calm, you break their script. They do not know what to do with a man who cannot be baited. They do not know how to control someone who refuses to perform. They do not know how to defeat a man who will not leave his center. In anime, the most powerful character is never the one screaming first. It is the one standing still while the battlefield shakes. Rain falling, eyes cold, blood on the ground, 1,000 enemies in front of him. And still, his breathing does not change. That is not because he feels nothing. It is because he has mastered what he feels. That is real power, not being empty. Being impossible to break. The calm man has already fought battles no one saw. He has already been betrayed. He has already been doubted. He has already been alone in rooms where his own thoughts sounded like demons. He has already watched people leave. He has already swallowed pain without making it everyone else's problem. That is why he does not panic easily. He has met darkness before. He has sat with it. He has studied it. He has used it. Pain did not destroy him. Pain trained him. Rejection did not make him beg. Rejection made him sharper. Betrayal did not make him weak. Betrayal made him selective. Loneliness did not make him desperate. Loneliness made him dangerous. Because a man who can survive alone cannot be controlled by the fear of losing people. A man who can stay silent cannot be controlled by provocation. A man who can master his emotions cannot be controlled by chaos. That is why dangerous men are calm. They are not calm because life is easy. They are calm because they have become harder than life. They have been through fire and learned not to scream. They have been through storms and learned not to bend. They have been through loss and learned not to collapse. Now their peace is not fragile. It is built like armor. Most people are controlled by reaction. Someone disrespects them, and they explode. Someone ignores them, and they chase. Someone criticizes them, and they break. Someone doubts them, and they start explaining. That is not strength. That is emotional slavery. If anyone can make you angry, anyone can control you. If anyone can make you chase, anyone can lead you. If anyone can make you explain, anyone can drag you into their courtroom. The calm man refuses the game. He does not show up to every argument he is invited to. He does not answer every insult thrown at his feet. He does not bleed just because someone handed him a knife. He chooses, and choice is power. A dangerous man knows that silence can be louder than rage. A calm stare can be heavier than a threat. Walking away can be more brutal than winning an argument, because rage still shows attachment. Rage still says, "You got to me." But calm says something colder. "You're not important enough to move me." That is why people fear calm men. They cannot measure them. They cannot read them. They cannot tell if they are being forgiven, studied, or removed. A loud man shows you his limits. A calm man hides them. A loud man spends his energy on display. A calm man saves his energy for execution. A loud man wants to look dangerous. A calm man knows danger does not need advertising. This is the Sigma mindset. Move in silence. Master your emotions. Build your body. Sharpen your mind. Protect your peace like a kingdom under siege. Your calmness is not passive. It is strategic. It is the pause before the strike. It is the darkness before the lightning. It is the dead silence before the villain realizes the hero has evolved. But calm does not come naturally. Calm is built. It is trained in the moments when your pride wants to react. It is trained when someone disrespects you and you choose not to lower yourself. It is trained when your emotions scream, but your discipline speaks louder. It is trained when your phone is dry, your life is hard, your body is tired, and you still do what needs to be done. That is how calm becomes power, not by pretending you do not care, but by becoming strong enough to care without losing control. A dangerous man does not suppress everything. He channels it. Anger becomes fuel. Pain becomes focus. Failure becomes instruction. Disrespect becomes data. He does not waste emotion. He weaponizes it into discipline. That is why he moves different. He does not argue with fools. He outgrows them. He does not beg for loyalty. He filters the fake. He does not chase attention. He builds presence. He does not announce revenge. He becomes proof. The calm man is dangerous because he sees clearly. Anger blinds. Fear distorts. Ego exaggerates. Panic destroys judgment. But calm gives vision. When everyone else is emotional, he can see the board. He can see who is lying. He can see who is afraid. He can see who is pretending. He can see the move behind the move. That is power. The ability to stay sharp while others become sloppy. The ability to stay quiet while others expose themselves. The ability to stand still while the room reveals its weakness. A dangerous man does not rush. He waits. He observes. He lets people show him who they are. He lets time expose the truth. Then he adjusts without drama. No speech, no warning, no emotional exit. Just a quiet change in access. That is how calm men protect themselves. They do not need to announce boundaries. They enforce them. They do not need to explain distance. They create it. They do not need to threaten consequences. They become the consequence. Nothing is more intimidating than a man who can walk away without shaking. No begging, no pleading, no long paragraph, no attempt to make someone understand. Just silence, just distance, just the sound of a door closing in a dark hallway. That is what discipline looks like. Discipline is not only waking up early. It is not only training your body. It is not only making money or building status. Discipline is refusing to let your lower self control your higher future. It is refusing to speak when silence is stronger. It is refusing to react when reaction would make you weaker. It is refusing to chase what damages your peace. Dangerous men are calm because they know the cost of losing control. One emotional decision can destroy years of progress. One weak reaction can expose your insecurity. One desperate text can give someone power over you. One uncontrolled moment can make you look like the very man you're trying to leave behind. So they stay calm, not because they are soft, because they are serious. A man with a mission cannot afford to be emotionally available to every distraction. He cannot afford to let every insult steal his focus. He cannot afford to give every person access to his fire. He has something to build. And building requires peace. Power requires patience. Victory requires silence. Most men lose because they want to be seen too early. They want people to notice their grind. They want the world to know they are changing. They want credit before results. But the calm man does not need applause during the process. He builds in the dark. He trains while they sleep. He studies while they scroll. He suffers without broadcasting it. Then one day, he returns different. His body is sharper. His mind is colder. His standards are higher. His presence is heavier. And people say, "You changed." No. He became calm enough to stop leaking power. He became disciplined enough to stop explaining. He became dangerous enough to stop needing permission. That is the transformation. The old version wanted reaction. The new version wants results. The old version needed validation. The new version needs silence. The old version chased comfort. The new version chooses power. And power is calm. Power does not rush. Power does not beg. Power does not panic. Power does not chase the room for attention. Power stands still and makes the room adjust. That is the energy of a dangerous man. He can be kind, but not weak. He can be quiet, but not afraid. He can be calm, but not harmless. He can be alone, but not lost. Never mistake calmness for softness. Still, water can drown. A silent blade can cut deepest. A dark sky can carry the worst storm. A calm man can carry the kind of strength that does not need to be shown until it is too late to doubt it. This is why enemies hate him. They want him emotional. They want him reckless. They want him exposed. They want him angry enough to make mistakes. But he gives them nothing. No reaction. No weakness. No access. Just discipline. And that discipline becomes a wall they cannot climb. A calm man is feared because he is not fighting for attention. He is fighting for mastery. Mastery over his body. Mastery over his mind. Mastery over his habits. Mastery over his silence. He knows the world will test him. People will test his patience. Women will test his standards. Friends will test his loyalty. Enemies will test his control. Life will test his purpose. And every test has the same question. Can you stay centered? That is what separates dangerous men from ordinary men. Ordinary men move when pushed. Dangerous men move when ready. Ordinary men let emotion choose. Dangerous men let discipline decide. Ordinary men react to the room. Dangerous men change the temperature of it. If you want to become that man, stop feeding your impulses. Stop giving people free access to your emotions. Stop explaining yourself to people who benefit from your confusion. Stop letting your anger make decisions your future has to pay for. Train your calm. When you are insulted, pause. When you are doubted, work. When you're betrayed, detach. When you're rejected, rebuild. When life gets dark, become darker in discipline. Do not cry for the world to understand you. Make yourself impossible to ignore. Do not tell people you are powerful. Become so calm they feel it. Do not threaten change. Disappear and transform. Do not chase respect. Build a life that demands it. The dangerous man is calm because he has already chosen his mission over his mood. He has already chosen discipline over drama. He has already chosen silence over weakness. He has already chosen power over attention. Now it is your turn. Protect your peace. Control your reactions. Sharpen your mind. Train your body. Speak less. Observe more. Move with purpose. Become the man who cannot be baited, broken, or bought. Let your calm become your armor. Let your silence become your warning. Let your discipline become your weapon. And when the world tries to drag you into chaos, stand still like a shadow under a blood-red moon. No panic, no begging, no explanation, just power. Now disappear into discipline, master the storm inside you, and return so calm that even your enemies feel the danger before you speak.